Hola everyone, it's me again doing my daily vlog. It's a little bit later, but it still is. Sunset is at 6:40, which is about 10 minutes from now. But otherwise, it's been a lovely day. The high has been in the 90s, like 95, 94, something like that. So it's been a wonderful day. After my whole day yesterday where I met with my amiga to go over some of my Spanish, and it was a great afternoon, don't get me wrong. However, I did, since I was at 40 Acres in Old Soul, I had a latte, and kind of a big latte, and the problem with that was I think it kept me up because I stayed up watching videos or whatever until 12 o'clock. And then when I laid down, I thought I would go straight to sleep. I must have tossed and turned for another hour. So really I didn't start sleep until about 1 o'clock in the morning, and then woke up at 6. So I did not get very much sleep last night. And so my immediate thought, because today is my day to go into the gym and train, was the fact, you're gonna be exhausted. I don't know how your training is gonna go. Well, actually my training went very well. I pushed myself because I'm on my own. Rocky's on vacation, which is fine. And I pushed myself, and I was trying to make my goal is on Mondays and Fridays to make my muscles stronger, so that when I work out on Wednesdays, I do Olympic lifting, and I try to increase my maximum lifting. And Wednesday I did have the opportunity to work on my lifting, even though I didn't have Rocky there. And I squatted 185 pounds, which is really good considering I only weigh 160. So I'm squatting above my weight. And then all the other things, I pushed myself, but not too much to where I was going to hurt myself, because I'm working out on my own, so there's nobody there to spot me. So what happens if, I try and do a weight and there's nobody there to help me? Whether it was press-ups and I had a bar there so that if I couldn't, I could just go straight down and it would rest on the bar. If I was doing the squats, what I had was a seat there so that if I tried to do the squat and I couldn't, I could just sit back down. I may have to call somebody to come and help me get it up, but at least I wouldn't be falling straight on the ground. The one that was a little bit tricky was when I did the bench press. So you're laying on your back and you try and do that press. There is nothing to catch you or to catch the weights. So that was a little bit scary, but I was able to do it, and I believe I did 85 pounds. And so I'm happy with that. I'm not going to push it and try and do 90 or 95. Which is what Rocky wants me to do. She wants me to do 25-pound weights on each side, in addition to the 45-pound bar. So that's 95 pounds that she wants me to bench press. And so I've been able to do it, but not go down fully the whole way. Just kind of do a quick down, little down, and then up. But anyway, that's a whole separate thing. So what have I done today? Outside of being really, really super tired, I didn't practice my Spanish as much as I should, but one of the things with talking with my amiga yesterday and working through some of the things, and I try to practice and do videos of me explaining things or talking and that type of thing, and you kind of get a flow, and because you're talking, well, with her, she would do corrections of me, so she would interrupt me, which is fine, and that's what I needed. Because what ended up happening, I realized today I was able to do my body parts, which I did not have memorized as easily. I was able to do them pretty easy today. And so I went, oh, you got that. So, mi cabeza, ojo, nariz, boca, oreja, cuello, garganta, pecho, talón, cintura, cadera, pierna, hombre, pecho, mano, dedo, una, rodillo, muslo, argentes, or gemelos, pie, plantar. So I finally learned all of the body parts. Well, not all of them. I have to learn ankle, or wrist and ankle. Palma, I already know because it's so similar to English. But doing that and then trying to learn or put together more words as far as airplane going by, excuse me, helicopter going by, but putting together more words. And so trying to learn those words. So I know a lot of the words for my home, and I can go through pretty much most of my home and feel comfortable with it. Now I can go through most of my body parts and feel comfortable with those. And then it's putting verbs with those words, and then really trying to make sentences. So that's what I still need to work on. I did discover that once I videotape myself trying to speak or trying to explain something, it seems to help because it's forcing me to speak and know the words and that type of thing. So I am going to work more on that, and then I'm doing more words. So this week is going to be colors, numbers, calendar, and time of day, and learning how to say those things. And mi amiga that is trying to work with me, she says, no, we should be able to go to restaurants, or we should be able to go to the supermarket and things like that. And really, I will have to speak to the people and try and work on that. So that will be good for me as well. So I'm looking forward to learning more Spanish. I still am looking at, 15 minutes a night. I still try and listen to a Spanish television station, and I just sit there and I can maybe pick out one or two words, but it is sounding more like I can hear words instead of it's just blah, 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 and I don't know anything. It's like I can maybe pick out one word here or one word there. So as I can maybe listen a little bit more and really understand. So I'm going to try and do that and really work on that. And I'm hopeful, and what I will talk to her about is maybe 5 minutes of me trying to talk to her and explaining whatever it is that I've learned for that week, and then maybe 5 or 10 minutes of her trying to talk to me and me either not understanding or whatever, because one of the things that's a big thing is when I do try and speak it and learning these words on my own, I may have horrible accent or the emphasis in the wrong way, so I'm not pronouncing the word correctly, and she corrects me, which is what I need. And then when she's speaking and I'm going, okay, no entiendo, I don't understand. And so maybe 5 or 10 minutes of forcing her to talk to me, and I have to learn to listen and hear even more specifically those words. That's what I'm hoping will help, because I really, really want to try and get to the point where I can converse halfway decently in Spanish. It doesn't have to be perfect, which is one of the things that I like about her. She's like, no, you can get to the point where you can make yourself understood. And that's what I think she did when she was in Guatemala. She did not speak perfect Spanish from what I could understand. I think she spoke enough Spanish to make herself understood and to understand what was going on. Because she also said she met somebody else on next door who was trying to talk about present tense of some of the verbs, and she's going, I don't even know present tense of some of the verbs. So, okay, we'll work on that together, because this person wanted to really focus on conversational Spanish. And obviously, I am not a conversational Spanish. I'm trying to get to the point where I can even make myself understood. So anyway, that's what's going on. Oh, and I did receive, I know this is I'm almost at 10 minutes, but anyway, I did receive, I went on ahead and I bought the sleeping bag silk liner, and also REI had on sale some wool socks. So I got some wool socks, I got the sleeping bag liner, and then I got this wrap which I thought might be able to be used for a, the serape and trying to make a dress. And I think I told you guys yesterday or the day before, I am not going to do that. That will not work out for me because it's a little bit too much. My modesty, it would feel uncomfortable for me to wear something like that. It feels a little too exposed, my age, and it's just not something I'm going to be comfortable with. So anyway, I'll stop there. So, adios, hasta mañana. We'll see you guys later.